Hey, I just wanted to do a video about like my experience with getting my tongue pierced. I got it pierced, I want to say a little over a month ago. So I got it done right before I went on, or right after I got back from vacation. And I went on vacation the second week of July. So I've had it for a little bit over a month, and actually it's probably been about almost, whatever, it's been over a month. And oh no, God, before I went on vacation. That's what it looks like. When I first, actually, when I was getting my tongue pierced, I fainted because it hurt so bad. I don't know if you guys know, I have my nose pierced, and when I got my nose pierced, I actually almost fainted because I was fine with the guy, like, putting the needle through and piercing it, but once it got to him turning the jewelry so that it fit in my nose correctly, it irritated it so badly because he kept poking at it that I got so lightheaded, and I like got up to walk out of the room that he pierced me in. My mom's like, "You need to sit down." She got so scared. But this time when I got my tongue pierced, I did actually faint, and it's funny because the guy did it, and it didn't hurt getting it pierced, or at least like I keep telling myself that it didn't hurt. Um, Obviously it hurt enough for me to faint, but the needle going through was just like sudden pressure. It kind of felt like when like you bite your tongue, like it hurts pretty bad. Um, him putting the jewelry in, it felt weird the switch, but him trying to screw the ball onto the bottom of it, oh my god, that, or no, you screwed the ball on the top of it. That killed me. That hurt so bad because he's sitting there, he's like holding my tongue out like that, and he's sitting there trying to screw it. And when you have your mouth open for a certain amount of time, and you can't put your tongue in your mouth and you can't swallow, it makes it so hard. Okay, because you just like keep drooling. So the tongue ring was wet and his gloves were wet, so he couldn't get it to spin. I'm just gonna show you. I've bought two sets of like new tongue rings. I don't know if you guys can see these. Okay, so this all silver one is the original bar. The original bar that they pierce your tongue with is significantly longer than the bars that you have in your tongue afterwards. You can see the balls on this like clear tongue ring. It's actually light pink, but it looks clear. Fit inside of the space of just the bar of the original piercing. So the original tongue ring is really big, and at first your tongue is so sore you can't eat. You can't drink out of a straw. You have to like use an actual cup to drink. When I put my tongue inside my mouth, it hurt so bad. I would have to try and figure out a way to sit the tongue ring perfectly straight between the roof of my mouth and the bottom of my mouth. Excuse me, and the bottom of your mouth actually does get really sore from having something sitting on it all the time with this larger tongue ring. But after it's like there for a while, a few days in, like I would say like 4 or 5 days in, the bottom of your mouth doesn't really hurt anymore. I would listen to whoever pierces your tongue if you're gonna get it when they say wait 4 weeks to change your tongue ring. Because that's the like after the 4 week period, it's completely healed and you don't have to worry about anything. They suggested that I go back to the like tattoo parlor to get my like tongue rings to switch and like to let them switch it for me and stuff. But I ended up going to this kiosk in my mall called Tribal Hut, and that's where I got this tongue ring. Open the bag and take it out. That's where I got this bag that I keep my tongue rings in too. But I got this tongue ring, and it's just light pink, and the balls on it are like the size of normal balls, and when I show you the other set of tongue rings that I got, you'll see that these ones are actually a lot bigger than some other ones that are out there. So you can shop around. You can get different sized, or like tongue rings with different sized balls on them. You can get tongue rings. I saw tongue rings that, like, you know the earrings with like the really rubbery like spikes? I saw tongue rings with those on them that were like cubes. So you can get all different kinds of tongue rings. But I got this one at a place called the Tribal Hut, and it was like 12, I think, dollars. It might have been 15. I really don't remember. But then I went back looking for tongue rings another day, and I didn't really feel like spending all that money on more tongue rings. So I went next door to another kiosk called Piercing Pagoda. They have pretty much every kind of earring you could, or every kind of like jewelry for any piercing that you can imagine. And I got all of these balls down here. There's a black one. There's this pink one. I don't know if y'all can see, if there's a heart on there. There's this white and black zebra one. And if I don't know if you see it on there. It's like wearing off, but this one's pink and it had zebra on it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 tongue rings. It was like on sale for like $5. No, $3. But so you can go around and like you can see that with the sizes of these balls next to each other. I don't know if you can see the clear one. The clear one is actually like significantly larger than the other one. So like I said, there's a lot of different sizes, there's different colors, there's different shapes, there's different everything when it comes to tongue rings. My tongue did not swell. I was able to eat by, I would say, the 4th or 5th day, like just eat real food. The first 2 or 3 days that I had my tongue ring, I made, I don't know if any of you know, stovetop stuffing. I made that, and that's what I ate, and I would take like the tiniest little bits, and I would like take a fork and I would pick some up, and I would take the fork all the way to the back side of my mouth, and I would slide the food off, and then I would just use like the sides of my tongue and push the food to the back of my mouth so I could swallow it. So it was a huge production. The place I went, it was $50 to get my tongue pierced. They do $40 if your whatever you get requires a hoop, $50 for a bar, and I believe it's $60 for an industrial. So that's my tongue piercing story. There it is. I love it now. Alright, so if you guys have any questions about my tongue piercing, my tongue ring, anything like that, you can leave a comment down below. If you have your tongue pierced, like this video, and yeah, that's about it. Alright, you guys, subscribe.